Would you agree, in the process of achieving success, in the journey of achieving what you want in your life, there always be some difficulties and hardships and challenges happened along the way, stop you from succeeding. Would you agree with that? Now the question is, what are you going to do when those bad things happen? Now I remember when I was watching an Oprah Winfrey's show, and in that show, oh, by the way, give me a thumb up if you know who Oprah Winfrey is. It's a pretty dumb question. Everybody knows who she is, isn't it? So while I was watching that show, Oprah was talking some experience in her life. And she could remember one moment when she went into a beauty salon and just lay down. And this lady, who is the owner of the beauty salon, placed her hands on Oprah's face. And Oprah Winfrey suddenly felt a shudder of love going through her whole body. She never felt anything like it in a beauty salon before. And by the end of the service, Oprah asked this lady, that was the most magnificent experience I have ever experienced. I just feel something like, I don't know, I just feel something, oh my gosh, it was bizarre. So would you tell me, what the heck were you doing? And this lady said something very interesting. She said, Oprah, my whole life, I have known my life calling. My whole life, I have been following my natural abilities. And Oprah said, well, I talk a lot about life calling. I talk a lot about you should follow your natural ability. You should follow your passion. I'm a big fan of that. But this lady said, no, Oprah, my whole life, I had to overcome the shame, the guilt, the judgments of others to follow my life calling. Then Oprah asked, okay, what is your life calling? And she said, since I was a little girl, the only thing that I have ever loved doing is extractions. Now, just in case you don't know what extractions are, it's a fancy way of saying popping pimples, blackheads out of pores. She likes to pop pimples. Everyone thought she was crazy, especially when she told her friends at school. Her friends was like, oh my gosh, it's disgusting. It's gross. What's in your mind? Are you crazy? And then they even made a fun of her. Since that time, she just put her passion, put her life calling into a shadow. She never shared it in the public. She went on, got a day job, did whatever it is, but somehow she felt that her life is not complete. Somehow she felt that her life is not fulfilled. Until one day she said, stop this, I'm going for it. I'm going to honor my calling. So she started to pop pimples for a fee. She started to charge people for doing so. So I'm telling you, if this lady got a 3 hours spare, totally free to spend at the afternoon, she would be looking for pimples because that is her life calling. That is what she loves to do. Now, back to the story. After Oprah finished, she said to this lady, this is the most magnificent experience I have ever had. Would you like to come on my show and talk to a few people about that? Now, if you don't know how powerful Oprah Winfrey show is, here's a statistic from Wikipedia. The show at that time had about 5 to 8 million viewers every single day. 5 to 8 million viewers. So after speaking on that show, this lady is now having one of the most successful beauty salons in America. Millions of dollars going through that business because she has dedicated her life to her calling, because she gave up her judgment, she gave up her shame, she gave up her guilt, and replaced them with the thing that she loves to do the most, popping pimples. So before we start, my friend, here's a question I would like to ask you. Are you willing to forget your shame, forget your guilt, to forget your fear, to forget the judgments of others, to follow your life calling? Now, give me a thumb up if you are ready to do that. Okay.
It's time to build up your self-confidence, unleash your inner power, and express who you really are with Mr. Energy.